Hello racing fans, and welcome to another episode of Trackside, proudly brought to you by World Sports Betting. Bet with the best, bet with WSB. And this weekend it's a double header on Saturday, Durbanville and Turpentine, and then we move over to Greyville on the Poly track on Sunday. As always, I've picked out 4 horses for this weekend, and there will be 2 trebles that will be put up on the World Sports Betting website. And those 2 trebles, well, they will be boosted odds, and you can shop around. You're guaranteed to have the best odds available with those 2 trebles. I think away we go with the 4 horses to follow this weekend, and we'll begin on Saturday at Turpentine with the first of the 4, and that comes up in race number 2. This is a maiden plate over 1450 meters, and we're going with the informed combination of Terry and Hewitson, and the filly's name is Manhattan, and she did debut 2 weeks ago, and it was a promising run. I remember that race clearly. She was slow away. She had a lot to do at the business end of the race, around 7 lengths to make up, and she absolutely flew in a quick time of 21.4 seconds. That's the way she finished to run second. Taking nothing away from the winner, I think it was just inexperience that found her out on the day, number 11, Manhattan. And that quick time that she finished off her race in, I think will stand her in good stead now that she's going over further. She now goes 1450 meters, and the dam well, Sean Terry knows the dam well, he knows the family well. The dam was a 7-time winner, Quest for Gold, and she stayed 2,450 meters. In fact, she only won races from 1,600 up to 2,450 meters, so no doubt this filly is going to release the extra distance. She's got the draw, she gets a 6 allowance, she's carrying 55 kgs. And I think whatever the results here, she'll have a strong winning chance, and she will be one of the leading contenders, and maybe even priced up as the top one here in race number 2. And hopefully she can get off to a flying start for one of the trebles. We then move on to race number 5 at Durbanville, and this is a maiden plate over 1,600 meters for fillies. The fillies call Isle of the Wind. She is horse number 7. It'll be Justin Snate and Greg Sheen that will team up with this filly. And after debuting as a 2-year-old, well, she was given some time off. She was given 3 months off, and her first run back was a pleasing, very encouraging run over 1,250 meters, where she was poorly drawn, and she started to make good progress through the field over a distance that's way too short for her. If you look at her final 400 meters that day, it was in a quick time, 22.8 seconds. But I said it's too short for her because this filly is a half-sister to a Vodacom Durban July winner in Bulgarian. And when you go to the siblings in her pedigree, they've won races from 1,200 up to 2,700 meters. So the further, the better for this filly called Isle of the Wind. And I'm no doubt that she will release the extra distance. And when I look at that last start and just pull out the form line to see if anything stood out from that form line, once there haven't been any winners, Lily Break has come out to run 3rd, and 2 horses have come out to place, earning stake checks, finishing 4th. That's Grayswood Pink and Gimme Give. So now that she goes over further, she's much better drawn than she was last time out of the 1,250 meter trip. She's now drawn 4 going 1,600 meters. I think there'll be massive improvement to come from horse number 7, Isle of the Wind. Then on to Sunday. Well, I've picked 1 at Turpentine, 1 at Durbanville, and I've left 2 for Sunday at Greyville, where we race on the Poly track. And the first of our 2 runners on Sunday is a horse that I suspect will be priced up at very generous odds. And his name is Just for the Penny. He's trained by Nathan Codson in a merit-weighted 72 handicap over 1,600 meters. He hasn't won for a long time. He's still a 1-time winner. But when you go deeper into his form line, the one thing that stands out is that he was given a rating of a 91 after shedding his maiden, and it's taken him a long time to come down in the ratings. If you go to the balance of the runners in this field, there's no other runner that's achieved higher than a 91 at any time in their career. So he's achieved the best rating, but the handicapper has just taken time. It's taken over 2 years now to bring him down to a mark of 68. And I'm thinking that we may be catching the right wave at the right time with this horse now that he's off such a low mark. And he's got an informed jockey up in Samanga Kumalo, who's got a very healthy strike rate when he travels down for Nathan Kotson. And it's also a horse that he's very seldom far off them. He's 2-3 lengths off them, always there or thereabouts. He's looking for some type of luck or the right race to get the job done and finally secure that second career win. So I'm hoping it could be on Sunday for horse number 3, just for the penny. I think whatever the result in this type of race is worth it at generous odds, because I don't expect this horse to be around 5-6 to 1 in the betting. I'm thinking more like 7, 8, maybe even 10 to 1 on some of on world sports betting. So we'll see what price he is, and the guys will definitely boost that odds in our trackside treble as well. And this horse is definitely one to follow on Sunday at Greyville. And then I picked out one more runner. I mentioned 4 horses, and we're going to juggle 2 trebles with those 4 horses. And I'm going with a solid individual, a horse that's just been in superb form, that comes up in race number 7 in that merit-rated 105 handicap over 1,400 meters. And that's Chatterton's Keeper. I think Wendy Whitehead has done an outstanding job with this horse, keeping him on the boil. His career, 21 runs, 4 wins, 10 places. His last 10 runs, 3 wins and 7 places. And he's unbeaten now with Samanga Kumalo, who's got a 100% strike rate with him, 2 from 2. And this is a highly competitive race. There's some hard knockers here, but he's a horse that's in form. And even though he's drawn 9 out of 11, the draw doesn't concern me at all. He's a horse that's shown in all of his races that he's got outstanding gate speed. So Samanga will be able to overcome the draw, and if his mind's on the job, as it usually is, I suspect a horse like this could be running all the way to the line. He's in form, good win back from a break last time out as well. And whatever happens here, we almost guaranteed to get a solid run for our money from horse number 9, Chatterton's Keeper. So how are we going to be playing these trebles on World Sports Betting? The sponsor of Trackside will give us the best odds possible. Okay, treble number 1 is going to be a win treble, all horses to win. We're going to go Manhattan, Isle of the Wind, and just for the penny, all horses to win. That should be a bumper booster price if all horses have to come through there. And then I'm going to go all horses to place as the second treble. And in that one, we are going to leave out Manhattan and include Isle of the Wind, just for the penny, and Chatterton's Keeper. All 2 bets will, as always, be up on the World Sports Betting menu. Bet with the best, bet with World Sports Betting, a leader in the fixed odds betting market and number 1 in the anti-post betting market. Well, I trust that you guys are going to have a wonderful weekend's racing, and as always, try and find all the winners. And on behalf of World Sports Betting, thanks to all the punters, but more importantly and more especially, thanks to you, the valued customer, for your support. Until next week, you take care. Salani Gashle.